what we are going to do, we are going to do the auth flow with the login with number basically. So I've already created the code, so the coding part will not take much time. I only have to explain you the flow, how it is actually working, and let's get started. Before getting started, what I wanted to show you is that Excel, like what is the flow of our app basically. So this is, let's say this is an application, so here we will just put our name, and here it will have a button which will say login with number. In the next screen, what it will do, in the next screen we will get an OTP, and we will verify the OTP, and after verifying the OTP we will basically verify the OTP, plus we are going to start a session of the particular user. And in the last screen, what we are going to do, we are going to show them, okay, the user is logged in basically. So yeah, that's probably it for the flow. Now let's deep down how the code is going to work. So let's jump back now. Before going in the UI part, again I have not focused on mostly on the UI part, like making things beautiful or something. We can do it afterwards. Let's focus on the basic generic part, how things will work. So in the Appwrite, as I have already done this in our previous video about the auth login and other stuff. So here I have a static, let's share this Appwrite instance where I'll have a client and account and current user ID. Basically what I want is to give, whenever we create a session, we need to give, and whenever we log in, we need a user ID of the particular user. So here we will have a private init. Basically whenever the project or the code start, it should have init function. So it will have a client, endpoint is cloud.appwrite.io/viewer, and let's say if we are hosting our own server on localhost, you can use https.localhost whatever you have. And endpoint aside the project would be your project ID here. Self.account will be this one. And before getting started, you can also add the info.plist file and add the Appwrite callback. Or it would be better if you see my previous video where I have done this particular setup of how you can add Appwrite as a package dependency and other stuff. So I have three functions here. Create phone token, basically it will create a phone token. What the part, or like why this function, it will create a new user basically, and it will send the OTP to this number, whatever we are sending it. And the next function, create phone session, what it will do, it will basically help us to create a session of the particular user, and it will print that okay, the session is being created, and if it is created then it will return true, if not return false, and the logout as usual. So let's get started with the content view. Content view is basically a view where is the first view which we are getting. Okay, so here we are just getting a text field like prompt, enter phone number. So phone number here, and if I click on this, then like I have added alert view on the buttons and whatever, like whatsoever. So let's say the button, which what it will do, it will see if the number is empty, then it will show the alert. If the number is not empty, then we will create a phone token session where we will pass the number. If we got the value, okay, then it means that we have logged in successfully. Or you can successfully, you can ignore all the other fields. Let's focus on the functionality part. It is just how I manage things basically. So I'm just calling a phone token, and I'm just passing the number whatever we are getting from the user. And here there is one thing which I would like you to mark, that all the number which you get should be in the plus. Let's say my country code is 91, so 91, and then start your word number, let's say 0000, Do not start like 91 minus or something. Start with plus 91 or whatever your country code is, and then start the number. Do not use this type mark plus 91 and use number. This is not a correct approach. Let's say this is not the correct approach. This is the correct approach. Like just the bonus tip basically, because I've tried and tested out with this format and it is not working. I've tried and tested with this, it was working. So basically try with this. Label, like I've added text, it will say login with number, and alert will completely show that if I press here it will show that okay, incomplete information, please enter the correct number. You can customize with your own thought, like how we can do that basically. Now let's see the second view. Second view is basically is the view where we are actually creating the session. Here what we are doing is that we are getting OTP on the SMS part, and then we are using that particular OTP and just adding it our text field. See, at the enter OTP, we will just enter our OTP, and then we will see, we'll just press on enter OTP button and it will create the session. That okay, if the login is successful, I have just copy and pasted out this particular basically logic of is login successful, navigate from one screen to another screen basically. So at the second view, if the login successfully basically means that the phone session is successfully created and we are now ready to move from home from second view to the home screen. So if the session creation is completed, means successfully done, then it is good simply. And if it is successfully done, then we'll navigate to from the second view to the home screen. Do ignore this file name. I'm just put a generic name basically here. So here I have in the home view. Now before moving into the demo part, I wanted to show you something, how I am accessing the Appwrite instance. Appwrite is by this, let Appwrite is appwrite.shared, because okay, let's see if yep, because at the static let shared is equal to the Appwrite instance. So to get the Appwrite from this Appwrite class, we have to just get the shared and it will basically do its job. So that's it for this particular the coding part. Now let's deep dive the demo part. Here what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna put my own number and you will see the OTP here. So let me put my own number. I'll blur this part basically. See, I've added my number and here I'll just wait for the OTP to come. Okay, so OTP has come from on my mobile. Basically it will not show you this part. Let me do one thing. Let me just open iPhone mirroring app and let me show you this real quick. I hope I'm not exposing any of my credits. See, I have gotten the OTP at this time. You can check it out. You can customize this message in the console. We will see how you can do that. So if I write this OTP 3 and OTP, boom, we are successfully logged in with the OTP. Now let's jump back to the console part, and if I reload, we got the basically we got the user verified as well, and there is an active session here. That's good. Now that's it for this video. Before ending this video, I wanted to share you something. think here it is the verification. It's the email bar, OTP session. Yes, see, hello OTP session. We can basically change this thing. I think so. Okay, we will see that this part in the upcoming video or whatsoever. So yeah, that's probably it for this video, and keep learning, keep exploring, and do let me in the comment section that if you found any particular error or facing any particular issues using Appwrite or something, you can just ping me on the comment. Or the best part to get the help directly from me is to just go to my LinkedIn and contact me there. Like, you can send the connection request, and I am pretty much sure that I do live on this website basically, because I surf the website a lot. So you can simply just message me and I'll reply as soon as possible. And that's it for today's video. It is a kind of a quick video which I wanted to show you, because the coding part is actually kind of boring stuff as of now, because this is generic thing. So yeah, that's it for this video. Keep reading, keep exploring, and bye bye.